Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do the video that I promised in my little teaser when I made a weaving template with my Cricut. This is going to be the last video in my Easter weaving series right before Easter. So we're going to use this template that I made with my Cricut. I will link the video in the comments below for that video on how to make this template. And then we're going to make some diamond patterns. So stick around and we'll get started. Okay, so let's get started on using this template. Super easy to do. This template is really easy to make, really easy to use for making different kinds of weaving and basket patterns with your cover plate for cards. Today we're going to make this weaving technique for diamonds and then we're going to go from there. So let's go down to my down camera and then let's get started. All right. So first thing we want to do, after you get your template made with the Cricut, again, that's going to be linked in the comments below that video that I made on how to make this. One thing to note when you make this template, just make sure that you keep your spaces relatively close because you're going to need that for this pattern to show up. If they're too far apart, you're not going to see this pattern. Trust me. I know this by default. So just when you make this on your Cricut, make sure these are relatively close together so that it pops up that pattern. Second thing you're going to want to do, pick your color for your base and pick your color for your strips. These are 1/4 inch strips for this particular A2 size, completely covers the front of your card. It takes about 19 to 20 strips. And so I have 19. I've counted out that it took to do my sample. Now, with this particular one, there are 4 different weaving patterns that you're going to do. So I went through and pre-labeled my strips. So I put A, B, C, and D on the ends so that I can just keep up on where I'm at as I go through. I can see which one I left off at. It's going to be much easier with this one to label these. And then it goes in a certain type of pattern. So then you're going to want to start, and I'm going to link this where I got this on the internet, and also I'll put the ABC pattern up on the screen for you so that you can follow along because it kind of changes. It'll go from AB, then it goes back up to ABC, BAD, then it starts over. ABC, BAD, okay? So let's just start with A. And again, I'm going to put this up on the screen so you can follow along. I've pre-labeled this A, and my first one, A. It's going to be over 1, under 2, over 3, under 2, and repeat if you have still some space left to go through, right? Okay, so we're going to go over 1. So over my first one, then I go under 2, over 3, 1, 2, 3, and under 2. Then I repeat. So then I go over 1, under 2, over 3, under 2. And then I got to repeat again. Okay, so now I'm over 1 and under 2, and then that gets me to the end. Then push this down nice and tight to keep a nice tight pattern. All right? Again, follow along on the screen so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, then you want to pick up your B strip, which is next. You'll see the first one in parentheses says over 2. I'm going to do that just the first time. Then as I repeat, I'll pick up where the asterisk is. I won't do what's in parentheses. So my first one says over 2 in parentheses, then under 2, over 1, under 2, over 3. Now I'm going to pick up where the asterisk is. So it says under 2, over 1, under 2, and over 3. So that's my last 3, okay? All right, then make sure that you push that down nice and tight. Now the next one is C, so I'm going to pick up one of my C strips. No parentheses here, so we just start right off. So it's under 1, over 2, under 3, over 2. And now I repeat, under 1, over 2, under 3, over 2, and then I'm going to repeat under 1, and then over that last one, and push that down nice and tight. Okay, so that's A, B, C. Now I go back to B if you look at the order. So B, I pick up a B strip, and I start with the parentheses first again, remember? So over 2, under 2, over 1, under 2, over 3, and now I'm going to repeat from the asterisk, which is under 2, over 1, under 2, over 3, and push that down nice and tight. You can already see the diamond starting to pattern here, right? So now I did A, B, C, B. Now I go back to A. So an A strip. A, no parentheses, so I'm just going to start over 1, under 2, over 3, under 2, and then I repeat, over 1, under 2, over 3, under 2, and then over that last one, and push that down nice and tight. And you can already see there's our first diamond, right? So that was A. Now I'm going to end the pattern with a D, and that completes A, B, C, B, A, D pattern, and then we start over. So D, I go to D in parentheses, under 2, under 2, over 2, under 1, over 2, under 3, and now I'm going to pick up at the asterisk. Over 2, under 1, over 2, under those last 3. Push that down nice and tight. And that's your pattern, okay? So I'm going to speed this up, put some music on, and we're going to repeat this pattern. I'm going to start now. I ended with D. I'm going to start with A, B, C, B, A, D, and keep going up until I get to the very last at the top here. All right, I'm going to speed this up, and I'm going to start my pattern over with an A. Okay, there you have it. There is our diamond pattern. You can see that popping in there, kind of missing it here in the corners because we would have extended that pattern out and gotten it as they came around. But here's your diamond pattern. Again, this one just takes a little concentration. You probably saw me a couple times recounting. This last one was a little tough to get in. I thought, well, I'll try. If not, I think I skipped it on my sample one. I just didn't have quite enough room. I could have made a little smaller strip and filled that in if I wanted to. And then just trim these off. You might need to glue some of these edges down just to keep them down on your card. This makes a great cover plate, makes a great Easter basket weave, happy birthday card, miss you card. You could literally use these for anything. But this was the last in my series for basket weaving. So we will go up to my face camera and show you the face forward on this one and finish up. Okay, there you have it. Here is our weave pattern. Boy, when you put that on the face of the camera, that just really, really pops. So this is your weaving pattern. This is the last of my Easter basket weaving series. I just wanted to finish off with a patterned one. Again, not my creation. I am not this smart to figure something like this out. I Googled it. I found it. I'll put the link in the comments below. And there's many more patterns. This one I just thought looked cool. Was a little bit more complicated than my last couple weaving basket ones, so I thought let's just throw a tough one in there for us to try. Again, go to my Cricut video on how I made this pattern. There are die plates to do this as well. I just didn't have one, so I wanted to make my own to see if I could do it, which I did. Super, super easy to do. So check that video out to make your weaving template. Cut your strips and have at it. There were other ones on here, and I printed up just off that same website. You know, there's simple ones just like this as well. Just a simple, you know, up and down kind of square pattern, and many, many other patterns off of this website that I got this off of. So I'll give credit where credit is due and link that in my comments. Thank you all so much for showing up for my videos. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell button to get notified when my next video gets posted. I have started a new Manly Made Minutes Monday Moments series, so every Monday 10 a.m. I'll release a new video on I just share some tips, tricks, and helpful hints that I do. Again, they're just things that I do to make, you know, if I don't have all the supplies, I try to figure out how can I do something if I don't have the supplies, and that's just what I'm sharing on those Monday videos. My other videos during the week will be just ideas like this. You know, as a design team member for Anthony's Papers Craft, I'll do videos on his products as well as just some cards that I'm trying out. So thank you all for being here, and until next time, I'll see you then.